Hey folks, how's everybody doing? Everybody hanging in there? All right, that's cool. I'm glad everybody's trying their best, Quite a few videos back, actually I mentioned it on a whole bunch of videos where I said that be careful about what's getting ready to go. This is way back too. This is months ago. Because I was concerned that Trump getting in office, that things could go sideways. They're going sideways. And in those videos I was mentioning, remember I was saying, do you want military troops walking through your neighborhood, through your streets? Remember those? For my longtime followers, you guys probably remember that. Well, guess what? It's coming to fruition, right? Have you guys seen the news? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, the military are definitely involved now, and they're down near Texas, down that side of the country. And you guys know what they're doing? I'll let you know if you don't. If you haven't been following, because I know you're trying to back away for a little bit, but if you're still watching this on TikTok, let me fill you in. So you've got military troops. Yeah, active duty, not the Guard, not the National Guard, not the Air National, no. Active duty troops that are rounding up folks that they claim to be illegally here, I guess. Yeah. And those are, of course, melanated folk, people that their ancestors are indigenous to these lands. How about the irony? The irony is this, that these folks, these melanated folk that are their ancestors and they themselves are indigenous to this land, to these lands. And when I say these lands, I'm talking about North America, Central America, and South America. So these folks, our military, and that God is telling them what to do, because it's not their fault. They're just doing what they're told to do. They take orders. This is military. They take orders in the military, and it comes from the top. Commander in chief. Yep. Okay. So they're rounding these folks up and putting them on military aircraft, the taxpayer money, the money that we give to the government to take care of us, look out for our security. So instead of those folks looking out for us, taking care of our security, they're rounding up melanated folks that are indigenous to this part of the world, this land, and putting them on our aircraft that we pay for and taking them back south of a border that these folks, the ones that came over, as I refer to with the sales, as they made that border. And flying them back down. And I heard to Guatemala City. Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't have any proof. I'm just speculating. Do you think that all the folks that they've rounded up and put on these military aircraft, do you think that they went to each one of them and said, are you, in Spanish, I would assume these folks speak English and Spanish. They're bilingual. Are you from Guatemala? Well, so maybe the military folks don't speak Spanish, and maybe the folks that they're talking to speak Spanish, and so there's a language thing going on there. So they say, I don't understand what you said. Just get on. Come on, get on. I don't want to grab you, but just go ahead and get on, because you're going down there. So do y'all think that all those folks that they're taking down to Guatemala City in Guatemala, do you think that they're all from Guatemala? No, I don't think so. Because they're just rounding up melanated people that are indigenous to these lands. You follow what I'm saying? So yeah, it came to fruition. The military troops, active duty military, are doing things for this guy within the boundaries of the CONUS, continental United States, which is really not their jurisdiction, really. You know what I'm saying? I just had to come on here, man. So another important date I want you guys to pay attention to, okay? Not only do we have Tuesday coming up, the 28th, Canada, as I've mentioned, right? Going to release a report on, interference with their elections over the past couple of years. And you got the G7, G7 countries, they've got their own reports. So we got particularly the 28th, which is Tuesday, to look out for. But I have another date. Someone mentioned this. It's an agent. I can't remember. I can't remember who it was. I just recall seeing it in one of my direct messages. One of our agents that we have working for us here on Solo International. And she asked me, did I recall that from the Executive Order 13848 that the date that the DNI, right, the DNI, our security, I call them the group, they are also supposed to either act or do something, right, to let us know what has happened with our own election, and it was 45 days after January 20th. And so whoever that agent was, you're probably watching, you are correct. I went back and I looked. So I asked my computer, these fancy computers nowadays, you can say things like, so what's the date 45 days after January 20th? Try it. See what it comes up with. Mine was saying March 7th. So that's another date. So now we need to really, really pay attention with this Tulsi Gabbard, this woman that he's trying to make the head of DNI. Right? All right. Keep listening out for that. I shouldn't even have to be on here. I should not have to be on here going through all this mess. Right? I shouldn't even have to be doing this. This time of year, normally I'm not here. As I've said in other videos, I'm usually over any other part of the world where it's a lot warmer. I have to hang around. I have to hang around for a little bit. Got a couple things going on here. Got to tie up some loose ends. And then somebody asked me. So, like, you taking a break or what? Yeah. I'll be bouncing. And I'm gonna make it fun for all of us. I'm not gonna tell you when I'm gonna bounce. I'm just gonna bounce. And you'll see one video where I'm sitting right here. And then the next video, I'll be sitting in my other place. Just for fun, to make it fun. And I'll try to make it seamless. I'll make it like they do when you see the person and they got the same clothes on and they're in one place, and then it snaps and clicks, and then the person is sitting on the beach somewhere, but got the same clothes on, but sitting on the beach somewhere with the beach is behind them. I'm going to do that. Because I got to get up out of this camp. I got my passport. Do we need to make a video about that again, folks? About getting your passport and the things that you should be doing if you don't have your passport, and start working on getting one. Because the reason I'm saying you need to start looking, make sure you get one, because I'm nervous that these folks. Do y'all know that there's some countries where they don't let their people go out? They don't let their people leave. There are countries like that. I'm afraid that that's maybe where this guy's trying to take this. Do you know why? Because I told y'all this. I know this is going long. I know this is going. My people that followed for a long time. Say it together for everybody in the back. Solo International does long videos. He does a long script. Get your passport. Get your passport. No matter what, whether you're leaving or not leaving, get your passport while you still can. There's some people that he does not want here. It's evident with the military aircraft. Yet your tax, that money that and they're flying them out of here. And then there's other group of people, the ones that make up the majority of the population of the United States of America, a whole different demographic, the non-melanated folk, that he wants them to stay here. And he's trying to take their rights away, particularly the women, the non-melanated women. Why is he doing that? So that they don't have ownership of their own bodies. Trying to make abortions illegal across the board, the whole nation. Why would he do that? Do I need to go there again? I will. Because non-melanated folks in the United States of America, that demographic is falling off and has been declining significantly since the 1950s. Look it up. I'm pointing over there because that's where my computer is. Look it up. And guess what? It's happening so fast, exponentially fast, simply because the people that he's trying to fly up out of here, right? They are browning the United States of America. It's called the browning of the United States of America. That's what it's called. And they know it. So they want their women, right? Their women, not people to look like you. That don't affect us, y'all. Okay? For what they're trying to do. Now, it affects us for folks that may have medical issues, folks that have had things bad happen to them, that they may need to get an abortion. Yep, it does affect us. It does affect us in that sense. But they don't care about that. That's not what they care about. The ultimate long game for them is that their women have babies so that they can continue to thrive. And guess what? It's not just a domestic thing. This is global. Did you guys see the thumbnail that I made about a week ago called Global Agenda? There's more that fell under that. That was just one specific thing I was talking about, that video. But there's a global agenda. This non-melanated thing falling off is global. Look it up. Talk to ChatGPT. Do whatever you have to do. I'm not on here making up this shit, y'all. Y'all know me. I do not come on here putting my reputation on the line. Just saying shit out the side of my neck. All right. I'm going to get off of here now. I'm a little spent. What time is it? Yeah, I might take a power nap. I want to get ready for the games this evening. Them damn Buffalo Bills beat my Ravens, guys. I'm more upset about that than anything that's going on because I knew the stuff that's going on right now. I saw it coming. I told y'all to look at the documentary about the little mustache guy across the Atlantic from the 40s. I told y'all this was going to happen. It's happening right before our eyes.